Bros play.
All right, we're back at it, bro. This could be it. This could be all.
We could be sous vide by the end of this game.
Sous vide. Gonna get us in trouble saying all those derogatory words.
That reminds me. There used to be a time where you used to do that on almost everything that I said. It was just like a nervous thing.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Just copy everything you said?
Where we'd be playing Dark Souls 2, and I'm like, all right, we're going to go for the Pursuer. And you're like, Pursuer!
Oh, yeah, no, that's actually a buddy of mine used to do that at university all the time. So I probably copied that from him.
Oh.
Shout out to Mike.
Shout out. Mic drop.
That's actually the name of our first podcast.
Was it?
Our Electric 145, episode 1.
Oh, I see.
Mic drop.
Electric 145, yeah. That seems to be it's a trend, though, with podcasts, is that they kind of have to have a name that's dumb.
And unrelated.
Yeah.
Most of them. In fact, when they have really good names, it's almost disappointing. You're like, well, that's really on the head. You really hit the nail there. That's not the point.
Hey, welcome back to Nail Head Hitters.
Yeah, that'll be our next one. Electric 145 will be replaced by Nail Head Hitters.
You never know.
All right, so I'm not sure if you can tell yet, but we're going to get the boss that's out on the oil rig.
Oh boy!
So
you have to carry this.
Yes. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to do this the original. There's two methods to do this. One of them is more unforgiving, so we're gonna start with the unforgiving method.
Oh, it actually cracks the ground?
Yeah, well, I've got a whole car on top of me, bro.
Wow, that is some Spider-Man PS2 level shit right there.
That's not a compliment.
I know.
Yeah, it is weird. Like, and the cracks, like there's no logic to them. They're just the same cracks everywhere.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah. it's just like it's just a JPEG ready to go. Pipes. Uh-oh. Okay, all right. Yeah. Is that normal?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh! God damn it.
I, too, have a hard time holding on to my SUV.
Man. Well,
wow.
All right.
That was quite a water explosion.
I'm just impressed that... That's quite a dance he just did. I'm just impressed that I proved the pipe thing is possible on camera, and now we're going to use the easy method.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say I spent somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 hours worth of total time just from the multiple runs trying to get that to land on the stupid pipe. Because it never lands perfectly. I think maybe 3 times I've landed it perfectly. Every other time it starts sliding, so you got to get it quickly. And it's just so stressful. So
I love these runways. Like, more games need to have a center point where your vehicle has come out of runways.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially when you can do shit like this.
And it goes underground, too.
Underwater, even.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. It's a really cool way for the game to be set up. I honestly believe that Crackdowns 2 and 3 should have just been up-resed versions of Crackdown 1 with new bosses. They really shouldn't have bothered with anything else. They should have just let us keep playing.
Well, that's what... Did you know that there was a lot of controversy around Left 4 Dead 2?
Controversy? No.
Yeah. So it was announced a year after the first one came out, and people were like, "You fuckers, you're just up-resing the same game and releasing it again," and it wasn't true. Like it was. I mean, you and I have played Left 4 Dead 2 a lot, and that's in the end why the second game has all of the maps and characters from the first game as well.
Because people were upset
for free. Yeah. Well, because Microsoft was it Microsoft? Someone.
Oh boy,
that man died.
Yeah,
you killed that man.
I did.
My goodness.
Well, I was gonna drown him shortly.
Imagine being that poor man's wife has to be told, "Your husband's dead," and she says, "What happened?" Oh, well, a super soldier, picked up his car
and threw it at a wall. Not even because he needed it, just because he wanted to park it temporarily.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he vanished.
Yes, and then we actually don't know where your husband's body is because the car despawned.
Yeah, that's really embarrassing.
Anyway, I think it was the publisher at the time of Left 4 Dead 2 tried to sell some DLC that should have been free. and then that led to the second game becoming having the first game inside of it.
I see.
Yeah.
As like a way to make people happy.
Yeah, and you know the symbol that like the well, at least this man's alive.
He got out.
It's okay,
He didn't
ma'am.
survive, but he got out.
We have good news.
There you go. So cars
he got
float.
out.
So you can actually, if as long as you have a line of cars long enough, you can get across the water.
just like 25 cars all the way across the way.
Yeah, the shitty thing is that your car is the only one that won't despawn. Every other car will vanish if you walk away from it to go get more.
So do you know the cover art for Left 4 Dead 2?
I don't think I do.
It's the zombie hand with two fingers up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember
So,
that.
for anyone who knows, that symbol, the two fingers, basically the reverse peace sign, is that's like the middle finger in the UK. It dates back to
true.
like the Middle Ages and archers, and when they caught archers, they would cut those two fingers off.
Oh, Jesus.
So you would show them your two fingers as a way of saying, fuck you, I've got my two fingers, right?
Huh.
So they had to change the box art in the UK to this really garbage one. So there was like a lot of controversy about this really legitimately good game that like 15 years later is still better than most of the shit that comes out this year. You gonna do it?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna get it?
Oh, yeah. No, that one's an easy toss.
Easy toss.
Easy toss.
I have, for convenience sake, labeled these as hard tosses and easy tosses. Nice fucking bounce jump. I don't know what parkourers call that, but that's fucking wicked.
Yeah, maybe it just proves I actually do know how to control the character really well, as long as it's in the context of bringing my car up the oil rig. Because that I've had to do a lot.
In the movie Killers, Ashton Kutcher does a kick like you just did. They doofs a guy right off the edge.
Oh, yeah?
But he's not.
Doofs him.
But he's
You
not.
just got doofed. Watch this.
Oh!
Yeah, boy.
Got doofed.
Yeah, she just got straight up doofed.
Woo!
This is actually one of my favorite parts. There's explosive barrels all over this place, plus enemies. So I'm just like, well, I got 15 shots. Like, just thin out the herd.
It's fun too that all of the orbs actually find you. You don't have to go and get them.
Unlike the Fable ones where they all pool and get bigger, like these ones, they just are only looking for a soldier's arm. Okay. Don't know if I can lay down any more death and destruction today.
You know, a really interesting thing about, Fable had a lot of problems because it was kind of, they had hyped it much bigger than it actually was. And it ended up being pretty good, but not in comparison to what they said it would have. Like, they said things like, if you planted a tree as a child, you'd come back as an adult and it would be fully grown.
Which is so not true.
No. And that's Peter Molyneux, that's the developer. And Peter Molyneux would one day go on to make a whole bunch of empty promises about the Kinect, the Microsoft Kinect.
Really?
Yeah. He was developing this, like, little boy AI that supposedly, according to their totally not...
Fucking dick.
Totally not...
Oh my god.
Well, at least you're not on fire anymore.
Wow. Got right in the way. Absurd.
That's going in his employee review.
Yeah.
Got
Oh
in
my
the
God.
way.
Brutal.
Anyway, there was this totally not staged demo that they did where this woman talked to this AI of a little boy who, like, remembered her, and it was silly that anybody ever believed what they put on screen, but it was like he handed her a piece of paper, or she put a piece of paper up to the camera, and then he suddenly had it in the thing, and it was stupid.
So it was like a really obvious staging.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we were still kind of oblivious to it in like the early 2000s, right?
Yeah, well, that's actually something that's, I think, become a problem, is that AI still does not exist. There's no AI. There's no actual intelligence. There's
No.
machine learning, and that's basically it.
What about that one creepy lady with no hair?
Yeah, you're right, actually. She might be the closest thing we have to a true AI. Wait, creepy hair? I thought you were talking about the lady that has no hair.
That's what I said.
Oh.
Creepy lady with no hair.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said lady with creepy hair.
You jammed my sentence together.
I jammed you together, bro. What can I say?
I know. Watching Star Wars, they have droids with pretty legitimate intelligence, and it's not really acknowledged that they're second-class citizens, despite being fully aware in all other fashions, until the prequel, the Han Solo movie.
And that's when they talked about it?
Yeah, his droid is fighting for robot rights.
Oh, man. And I wonder if they would have even done that if the movie was made in the 90s.
No.
And this definitely not.
But the thing, though, is this character is more so like an SJW than anything.
Exactly, yeah. That character had nothing to do with robot rights.
No.
Vladimir!
I mean, she's still funny. Because the droids aren't actually fighting for the same rights that she's fighting for. So while she's, like, freeing them and saying, like, be free, my brothers! They're like, eh.
They're like, well, this is kind of what we do.
I just remember watching it and just being like, oh, man, I wouldn't have wanted to watch this in a theater. Because I wouldn't have wanted to hear, like, just to hear people behind me go, ugh.
Yeah, everyone just moan on cue.
I like that film, though. People didn't like that movie.
This is a bonus. I've only landed this once or twice. We will see if I can pull it off.
Oh. Right down
Oh,
the middle.
yes! That is the #1 best time I've ever sunk it. That was so beautiful.
Slam dunk right there.
So absolutely beautiful. Woo! Glad you were here to see that.
This really brings me back to the first time we played this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, woo! Okay. That's the first time that I've successfully recreated that. Because I did it as a goof, and my girlfriend happened to be watching, and I was so happy and proud that I was like, okay, now I gotta practice. And I'm really happy it worked, because it has not worked ever since.
Yeah, that's always tough when you... Things always go well, and as soon as you go to show somebody...
Yeah, it's a real pain in the ass.
Get rolled on.
Get rolled. Maybe I should have actually done some testing before I left, but we'll make it work. We'll figure it out.
Are we going back to that guy we couldn't get?
We are Thaddeus.
Mr.
Thaddeus.
That's, people thought... did you ever watch, Blue Mountain State? Is that what it's called?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and people thought Thad was Thaddeus. But his name is Chad. And he had a lisp on his first day of school, and he said his name was Thad.
Oh, no.
No, he was sad. And he said he was Thad. Fuck, I forgot how that goes. But anyway, Thad is not his name. It was a nickname that was intended in a negative way that he turned around.
Interesting. Yeah,
and is part of why he's such a douchebag, because he kept that up his whole life. Just always being the first person. Like, if I'm the asshole, no one's ever going to do it to me, essentially.
I thought his character was beautiful, though.
Oh, yeah.
It was so well written.
I really enjoyed the 3 seasons of the show. I did not care for the movie, though.
I actually didn't see the movie.
Or maybe there was 4 seasons.
I didn't even know there was a movie at all.
Yeah. It was weird, because it starts off really sad. And Thad is sad.
The movie starts off sad?
Yeah.
Weird.
Or maybe it's one of the seasons.
The movies after a show... Wait, yeah, it was a TV show, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the movies after a show are always strange. Because, like, Serenity is, like, the #1 that pops out at me.
It is strange, but that one was actually, I think, perfect.
It was.
Like, if you have to end a great show after only 1 season, make one really great film, and then leave it.
Which would have been such a great epic... Can you imagine how good the season would have been if that was a season instead of a movie?
Yeah. And yeah, I don't want to go too far down the road of what ifs, because it could.
You don't want to cry.
It could have also been terrible, right? Like maybe season 1 was the only good that they had, and the only reason why the movie was good was because it was
short and sweet.
90 minutes, right? You never know.
You could be right, but I just have faith. I have faith in Josh. Sorry.
I have faith in Josh as well, but and who knows how much of this is actually him, but he did Avengers 2, which I think is better than Avengers 1 personally. But he also did the bad version of Justice League. And did you hear that they made a Zack Snyder one?
Don't know if I know who Zack Snyder is. He's a director?
Yes. He would have done Safe Room, I know for sure.
Panic Room?
Panic Room, yeah. Not Safe House.
Panic Room.
Yeah, Panic Room. He did. I want to say he did 7. A couple other really good ones. You've seen many of his films. He's quite good. But yeah, they reshot a bunch of scenes. They overhauled the look of certain characters. They added and removed things to make it better. Like, it's basically just an overall better film because they actually let somebody make a fucking decision on it. But it's kind of like Suicide Squad. They're just redoing it. Like, again, it's just this new one's just called like The Suicide Squad or something.
Isn't it strange how much more common that is now? For them to just say like, "Oh, we're just redoing." You know what?
Yeah.
What would you say? Forget everything you've seen before.
Yeah.
This is what we're going with now. Yeah.
And it's like retconning, but in the same moment.
Yeah, it's something like it. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat him to death with this door.
No, he's healing too quickly.
Yeah, but...
Can you kick him down there? Not that that's going to help anybody. I don't know. If this is a bonus one, then I don't really care. Nice.
Well, he's down there now. All right, now let me go see if I can find that wheel again. Because I don't think he can get back up. Like, unlike me, he does not have any sort of mobility.
Wow, that frame rate is just awful.
Oh, yeah, it's brutal. Whoa, I just about shot myself because the camera switched around as I was pulling the trigger. That is... You know what? That's what really bothers me is, like, if I could get this car through this door, he would be dead. And it would be so easy to do.
Yep.
But... Is that a wheel? Is there a wheel anywhere?
It's a very dark game.
Yeah, did I get a... I don't think
It's
I got a
hard to
wheel
see.
in here.
No, maybe just another door or something.
Yeah, I hit him with the door, and that's probably...
So I hit him with a door.
I tried to get this through the door, but it's actually too big, as far as I know.
But it's not going to heal once it gets... Oh, I guess you could kick him with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a much larger object to kick him with. Because this is the problem. You can't pick them up in here, so you gotta get it out there.
God, that'd be funny if it just knocked you straight out.
And it's stuck to
It's
the
stuck
wall.
to a... That's the greatest television you've ever seen in your life. Flaming door. Nah, it's not going to work still. Wow.
Yeah, this is
That's disappointing.
very disappointing, but I know one more place that I could go to look for a door.
I've mapped out the door location.
Yeah, there was 4 of them.
What about that one right there? There we
There,
go.
this is the door. Oh my god.
Now, where's that?
So many enemies.
Oh, straight would blow you.
Oh, he's right below me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over to here.
Let's see how much damage that does. Yeah, it could. He dodged it.
Wow. What a man.
I knew when I saw that man. I'm like, that's a man who dodges doors.
Yeah. Well,
He's a door dodging douchebag.
Thaddeus, I guess I'm just gonna have to hit you with something that's the size of a car, and we will call it a day.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, just animate in the car. That would be hilarious. One more throw. One more throw. Yes! Successful! Crackdown cars! I hope you all enjoyed.
One more victim.
I hope I've inspired you to crack out the old SUV and take her for a spin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, honestly, next time we will be back with some more Crackdown, just in one form or another.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
It's good stuff.